Hello and welcome to the Wizard News. I'm Coen Curtis.
And I'm Booker Whittington. Thanks as always for joining us today. And we start with a call out to the seniors. The yearbook needs senior photos. The yearbook staff is working hard to bring us a great yearbook this year. And now it's time for our seniors to upload their photos.
Senior photos can be uploaded through the Jostens website. To find the link, seniors can go to the Windsor High School website and look for the Friday Announcements tab. Scroll down to the Jostens link and upload your amazing senior photos for this year's yearbook.
In other news, the theater department is preparing for the upcoming presentation of the play Clue. The show will play on November 11th through the 13th with a play preview on the morning of the 10th.
Here's Maddie Howell with more on the upcoming performance.
The Windsor High School Thespians are putting together a killer showing of the play Clue. Based on Cluedio by Anthony E. Pratt, this thriller will have you on the edge of your seat, waiting for that twist out of nowhere. The actors are rehearsing almost every single night in preparation for opening night. It's a lot of work, but the students are determined and passionate to make this a great rebound from not having a play last year.
I think it's going really good. We just kind of got our setup, so it's really fun to start doing our blocking with the set involved.
I think production has gone really smoothly. We have a really solid cast, and I feel like, everyone bonds really well, which makes for a really good show because if there's no tension on stage, then, it makes the actual production of blocking and all that jazz really smooth.
I think we're all very close because most of us have been in theater for a long time. There's a lot of juniors in the show. There's only 6 seniors in the show. I'm one of them, and so we're all pretty close. And there's a lot of incoming freshmen, and they're starting to get used to the environment of the theater program. And yeah, everyone's very close and very excited for the show and to spend time with everybody. Yeah, it's really cool.
We do have our own group chat, and we also do have our own tiny little groups inside.
The magic isn't only on stage, but in the tech booth too. From lights to sound, straight to action, and more, the tech crew are on it. They are the people behind the curtain, and they make the show seem flawless.
I think tech plays a pretty significant role. For myself personally, at least. I know I built most of that set out there. I worked the spotlight during the show. We got people doing soundboards. It's hard to have the show without tech.
Everyone is working incredibly hard on this beautiful show. A lot of cohesiveness is due to the expertise of Miss Estrada, who is a theater teacher and lead director of the play.
I think not having a show last year, a typical show, made it so that we were a little more fresh because and a little more new at everything. Even my skills were shaky at the beginning, and it took us a little longer to get going. And this rehearsal process was actually longer anyway. I sort of planned for that, but I think this was a big undertaking because Clue is prop heavy, costume heavy, set heavy. And while the cast is small, if one person goes down, that is an issue. So I want to make a big shout out to my understudies who have been taking on all of these different roles really fast. I would also say that it also had the student, having quarantined before, had the students itching for something to do, theater-wise and tech-wise.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears go into this work of art that is the show Clue. The cast and crew work diligently, and the payoff will be to die for.
Come see it. It's the 11th, 12th, and 13th of November. Tickets are on sale, so go get them online for a cheaper price.
We've just had fun doing it, and if you want to do tech next semester or next year, we'd love to have you. I'll make sure you got somewhere to work.
Okay. Teasers Wednesday. Show is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So yeah, definitely come see the show.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey Coen, do you think if you raced an egg down a flight of stairs, it would survive?
What do you mean, Booker?
Recently, Miss Rummel's science class did exactly that. The principals of engineering class built an egg car with the intent of learning whether or not they could construct a car that would race down a gutter with an egg in it to see if the egg would survive.
Fascinating.
True fact. Students built their cars out of regular notebook paper, and while some were successful, others were not. Miss Rummel says that the principals of engineering class has been preparing for this race all year and came away with some important knowledge about how to protect precious eggs.
So what the kids are doing is they are creating cars out of paper. They get 2 pieces of paper, they get some wheels and a straw for the axles, and they create a vehicle with limited dimensions and weight that is going to protect an egg. The occupant is an egg. The big thing I hope they learn is to be creative, to use their brains, think through a process, think about where did I go wrong, how can I fix it, really just enhancing their thinking capabilities.
As I'm sure most of you know, we have an amazing agricultural department here at Windsor High School, led by Ms. Bailey and Ms. Spohr. We recently had our awesome ag department do something to give back to the students.
The agricultural department has been growing lettuce in the ag shop with the intent of donating it to the WHS kitchen for school lunches. The lettuce that the horticultural department has grown is a part of a much larger experiment that includes both the lettuce and fish. Here's Ms. Spohr with more.
Well, so today we are harvesting lettuce for the cafeteria. We have an aquaponics system in the agriculture department, which we raise fish in the aquaponics system as well as lettuce. It's an ecosystem that is self-sustaining. The fish clean the water and provide nutrients for the lettuce, and then the lettuce cleans the water for our fish. And so it's a self-sustaining environment. It takes us about 6 weeks, and then we have lettuce, fresh lettuce for the cafeteria. They're actually serving it for lunch to students there. So we're really excited to actually being able to do this year. It's been a dream we've had for about 3 years or so, and this year the system's up and running perfectly so that we can actually do that. Yeah, and we have 2 classes working on it. We have the wildlife class and the horticulture class working together. And then at the end of the year, we're hoping we can work with the culinary class and harvest our fish. Right now, they're just little fingerlings, but by the end of the year, they should be full size for us to harvest those.
The tilapia fish will hopefully grow to full size with the idea of harvesting the fish at the end of the school year. Who knows, you may be able to enjoy some fresh fish in the cafeteria by the end of the school year.
Before we turn it over to the sports desk, we here at the WWBN are proud to announce that we have begun to broadcast our very own Rocket League team games. Mr. Slade is the sponsor of the Rocket League team, and recently we broadcast our first match, which was a big win for the team as the WHS Rocket League team defeated the Sand Creek Trash Cans 3-0. You can see the match and future matches on the WWBN YouTube channel.
Our volleyball team hosted the regional tournament this last Saturday. Let's go to the sports desk and find out how the team did.
The football team had their first playoff game since 2017 last Saturday, but came home with a tough loss against a tough Bear Creek team. With that loss, that will mark the end of the 2021 football season.
Windsor won the regional tournament at home last weekend with wins over Pueblo Central and Green Mountain. Windsor's the 3rd seed in the state tournament now, and they will head off to state at the Broadmoor World Arena in Colorado Springs this weekend.